Most drivers treat their cars like disposable appliances. They skip services, ignore warning lights, drive hard from a cold start, and then wonder why their car is done at 150,000 miles. The truth is that reaching 500,000 miles without major repairs is not about luck, and it is not about buying the most expensive car on the lot. It is about 5 habits done consistently, habits that most drivers have never been taught, and that no dealership will ever volunteer to explain to you. Because a car that runs for 500,000 miles without major repairs is a car that stays out of the service department. Habit number 1. Change your oil every 3,000 miles, and do not stretch that interval. The owner's manual on most modern vehicles recommends oil changes every 7,500 to 10,000 miles. That interval exists to make the manufacturer's maintenance costs look low on paper, not to protect your engine over the long term. Oil lubricates every moving surface inside your engine, reduces friction and heat, and flushes out the microscopic metal particles that accumulate with every mile of driving. When oil breaks down, and it breaks down faster in real-world driving than in lab conditions, those metal particles stay inside the engine and act as an abrasive against precision machine surfaces. Valvoline's high-mileage specialists recommend full synthetic oil changed every 3,000 miles for vehicles driven primarily in stop-and-go city conditions, short trips, or hot climates. For mixed driving, no more than 5,000 miles. Drivers who reach 500,000 miles are almost universally consistent with this one habit. They do not stretch intervals. They do not skip a change because the car seems fine. Every 3,000 miles, fresh oil goes in. That discipline compounds over hundreds of thousands of miles into an engine that never accumulates the internal, where that kills cars at 150,000. Habit number 2. Change your transmission fluid every 60,000 miles and never flush it. The transmission is the second most expensive component in your car after the engine. Transmission problems cost $3,000 to $5,000 to fix and frequently end the life of vehicles that are otherwise completely healthy. The single most effective thing you can do to prevent transmission failure is maintain clean fluid on a consistent schedule. Change your transmission fluid at approximately 60,000 miles, or every 6 years, whichever comes first. This applies to both automatic and manual transmissions. There is one critical detail that most guides get wrong: do not flush the transmission. A transmission flush forces solvent through the system under pressure and can dislodge debris that has settled harmlessly in the pan, sending it through the valve body and causing immediate damage. The correct method is a drain and fill. Remove the drain plug or drop the pan. Let the old fluid drain completely. Replace the filter if accessible, and refill with the correct specification fluid. For most modern transmissions, that means checking your manufacturer's specification carefully. Using the wrong fluid type causes immediate and irreversible damage to clutch pack material. Habit number 3. Gentle warm-up every single cold start, no exceptions. When you start a car that has been sitting overnight, the engine oil has drained down from the upper components into the oil pan. For the first 15 to 30 seconds after startup, your camshafts, valve train, and upper cylinder walls are running with minimal lubrication while the oil pump builds pressure and pushes fresh oil back through the system. During that window, every revolution of the engine produces metal-to-metal contact on precision surfaces. If you accelerate hard immediately after a cold start, you are maximizing that damage at exactly the moment the engine is most vulnerable. The correct sequence is simple. After a cold start, wait 15 to 30 seconds before moving. Once you begin driving, keep your engine RPM below 2000 until the coolant temperature gauge reaches its normal operating range. This typically takes 2 to 3 miles of gentle driving. Avoid hard acceleration entirely during that period. Fueleconomy.gov documents that aggressive driving increases wear on every major component: engine, transmission, brakes, tires, and suspension, and reduces fuel economy by 15 to 30% at highway speeds. The habit costs nothing. The results compound across every cold start for the life of the vehicle. Habit number 4. Replace your coolant every 50,000 miles or every 5 years, and never just top it off. An overheated engine is one of the fastest ways to permanently destroy a car. A single severe overheating event, the kind that blows a head gasket, can write off an otherwise healthy engine in under 30 minutes. And the most common cause of cooling system failure is not a dramatic blowout. It is depleted coolant that has been topped off instead of replaced. Coolant does two things. It prevents freezing and boiling, and it contains corrosion inhibitors that protect the aluminum components inside your engine, water pump, and radiator from degrading. Those inhibitors deplete over time. Old coolant that has lost its inhibitor protection causes internal corrosion that slowly destroys your water pump impeller, erodes your radiator's internal passages, and pits the aluminum surfaces inside your engine block. Replacing conventional coolant every 2 years or 40,000 miles, and long-life coolant every 5 years or 100,000 miles keeps the inhibitor protection active. Never simply add coolant to an existing system without periodic complete replacement. Adding fresh coolant to old depleted coolant does not restore inhibitor protection. It dilutes the contamination temporarily while the corrosion continues. Habit number 5. Replace your spark plugs at 60,000 miles for standard plugs, and check them at 60,000 for iridium or platinum plugs, even if the manufacturer says they last longer. Spark plugs fire thousands of times per mile. Over 60,000 miles, a standard spark plug has fired hundreds of millions of times. The electrode gap widens as the plug wears. A wider gap requires a higher voltage to produce the spark, which stresses your ignition coils and can eventually cause misfires. A misfiring cylinder dumps unburned fuel into the exhaust system, which destroys your catalytic converter, a repair that costs $800 to $2,500 depending on the vehicle. Fresh spark plugs keep combustion efficient, protect the ignition system, and protect the catalytic converter from the damage that comes from running with worn plugs. For iridium and platinum plugs, which most modern vehicles use, check their condition at 60,000 miles even if the manufacturer rates them for 100,000. At every service where plugs are accessed, confirm that no one has stolen or substituted your iridium plugs with cheap copper plugs. This is a documented pattern at quick service shops and is worth verifying. These 5 habits: consistent 3,000-mile oil changes, transmission fluid every 60,000 miles without flushing, gentle cold start discipline, coolant replacement every 50,000 miles, and spark plug service at 60,000 miles, are the foundation of every high-mileage car story you have ever heard. Getting to 500,000 miles is not luck. It is not an accident of manufacturing. It is the direct result of these habits applied consistently over the entire life of the vehicle. The drivers who do this do not talk about it much. They just keep driving. If this gave you a maintenance plan you will actually follow, hit like and subscribe. Real car knowledge. No dealership filter. See you in the next one.